Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Fat Tuesday. No offense, Al. It's Fat Tuesday.
That's offending me. You're not offending me. I'm fat.
He's the guy that starts. He's obsessed with the word fat.
He's at the gym yesterday.
But
Whoa,
it's so politically incorrect to say those words, Albert. You could say
it's not politically incorrect.
Fat Tuesday, Big Bone Tuesday. Can we change the word a little bit?
No, that Big Bone Tuesday.
Look, it's Arthur Aidala. Arthur, you're looking good, man. Arthur Aidala, purple. I love it. See, you see how we go back and forth. You see, I got the shoes. I got the two tones. You got the two tones.
Joe's very handsome. That's all.
The
I'm
socks.
say. Although Joe, all I'm going to say is your suit.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 19 degrees later on.
It's freezing.
That seems like a little bit of a light suit.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Here we go.
Look under my shirt.
He's got the thermals going on. Yeah, bravo. All right. See, this guy.
I got the thermals underneath my shirt. It's kind of hot in the studio now.
What folks should know is, a lot of people wear a American flag pin, but Joe wears one with Jesus's praying hands over the stars and stripes. And with what's going on in the world, we need all the help we can get, Giuseppe.
I know. I wear the flag with prayer hands.
Yeah, with the prayer. I said.
Part of the reason was because it matched the gray a little bit.
Oh, Jiminy Crickets!
No, it's not true. Hey, you working out too? Look at you,
Dollar.
You working out? Come on,
Joe,
man.
I got a 2-year-old. How old were you when you had your youngest child?
72. No. You know what? It's a good question. I don't do the math because I don't think of age. But I was well into my I was about 60. Was I 60?
No. Well, how old was Troy?
Yeah, no. Yeah, but I was about 58. Yeah, 58 years old.
All right.
Look at you.
No,
look at you.
Looking at me. I am feeling old.
Looking at me to
with
say.
a 51-year-old.
I got time for 2 more. Come on, did that not go right through your head?
No, that goes through my wife's head. Isn't this great? Should we do it again? Yeah, sure. I mean, let's go with the sleepless night thing again. It's awesome. I love going a quarter an hour and a half sleep. It's spectacular.
College is only $100,000 a year.
I don't even
until Bernie gets in. Then it's all for free. Yeah. Oh. Please, it's the greatest thing in the world. I'm putting all my kids on stage at Lorenzo's.
My parents, they're leaving today for Florida. They come back on the 19th as opposed to the 22nd because they're coming to see you.
I will make an acknowledgement of that.
I put in the ticket request.
She will be. Your mom, Marianne, who we love, is going to be so excited when she'll see Mike, and she'll see Allie on stage too. Allie's going to come on stage too. I'm bringing everybody on stage.
Turn it into the Partridge Family. Is that what's going on?
With the Piscopo Pops, John Caliani at piano. Come on, jazz giant John Caliani. So it's going to be great, and we have so much to talk to you about. But first, let me ask about Arthur Aidala. How are you?
Good, thank God. Everything is great. I had dinner with our friend last night, Geraldo, at the 21 Club.
Love Geraldo.
But it's interesting to see how he has, because of the political correctness and the hashtag #MeToo, how we're out at dinner and we're having like a normal conversation that we would always have, and he was so aware, I will just say, of where the female server was and what our conversation was around it. We were talking about events of the day, but everyone is so nervous about saying something that's wrong or politically incorrect.
Yeah, you got to watch it. You got to watch it.
I said, Geraldo, would you calm down?
Well, he's a consummate gentleman. Always was.
He is.
Yeah,
he is.
Always was a gentleman.
He stands up when a woman comes to the table, leaves
the classic.
table.
He really is. Yeah.
But I said, Geraldo, this whole like Me Too thing's really got in your brain. He says, well, you got to be very careful. He goes, it's a different world we're living in now.
I said, when I talked to Debbie, we were bringing Debbie in for traffic. Yeah. I said, babe. Hey, babe. Done. She goes, you can call me anything you want, but I can't. Or if I'm old. I go to a gal. Thank you, sweetheart. I go at a store. You can't say that.
I do the same thing.
You'll be defending me.
I think I did it last night. I go, thank you so much, sweetheart. You're the best.
You can, but no. Oh, you called me sweetheart. There it is. Boom. Yeah. And then aren't you? Correct if I'm wrong, counselor. Aren't you innocent until proven guilty?
Yeah, not anymore. I mean, especially with the media coverage, and basically it's conviction by accusation. Yeah. In other words, once the accusation comes out, and then if you are cleared, it gets buried somewhere. I mean, you got to really work hard to get it out there. Lawrence Taylor gets arrested. It's on the cover of the newspaper.
Yeah, before anything happened.
On the cover of the newspaper. When he gets cleared, it's on like page 38 under the PC Richards ads next to the like in memoriam section.
With Washington Post being sued by these Covington kids, do you think they have a chance to win that?
It's no. I mean, a chance. Everyone's got a chance, but no. It's more of I'm glad they're doing it. It's more of shooting a shot out over the bow. Like, hey, you better watch what you write, and it better be accurate. And we're all facing that. I'm on I'm handling some cases I can't talk about, but like the biggest thing has to do with the media. How? Yeah, I know. Hey, just among us, just amongst the family. How the media covers cases and how it bleeds into the jurors' minds, and these mob mentality of, well, if someone says you did it, you did it. Period. Amen. And very few people actually survive.
So what do we do with this ISIS bride? Tell us what the judge did yesterday, Arthur Aidala.
I have no idea.
No.
I mean, I could make something up. I mean, I have no idea.
I mean, what legal?
You have stop reading this Morano.
It's Morano. Morano gives you
Morano. Let's talk about how upsetting this is.
Because if I don't read what Morano wrote, you and I can talk about everything.
I know.
But anything that has anything.
No, this is what upsets.
Nice suit.
What's on the cover of the?
How
New
do you
York
wear
Times.
squares with the stripes? Only you could wear it. See, I would be going there, so I got to go to Morano questions sometime.
Democrats reveal vast scope of Trump inquiry. So basically, they're sore losers. They're upset, and I don't care if it was Democrats, Republicans. The opposite party won the presidential race, and 2.5 years later, they still can't get over it. And now, instead of sitting at the table, a la Tip O'Neill and Ronald Reagan, a la Newt Gingrich and Bill Clinton, and saying, okay, Trump, you want the wall, well, we want free college. So where are we going to meet? Okay? Yeah. So we'll give you a little bit of wall, you give us a little bit of free college.
Right.
Or whatever the issues are. Instead, it's this like scorched earth mentality. The fact that Amazon is gone, to me, from a pure dollars and cents point of view, I heard your friend AOC, they planned this without letting the community know.
My friend.
Yeah, they planned this without getting community input. Well, let's see. Joe, if you want to give me $1 million, you don't have to give me, I don't need any input. In other words, I'm going to take the $1 million. You asked the store owners of Long Island City whether they wanted all those new people coming in there. You asked people who own co-ops and condos or landlords whether they wanted to have the Long Island City real estate values go through the roof. You asked the little bodegas. You asked people who live in the Bronx, who own apartment buildings in the Bronx. There was going to be this train route that was going to take them there. Everyone was so excited.
Yeah.
And why did they pull it out? Because that's the vogue thing to do. Big corporate America, we can't. I don't know. That's what you call cutting your nose to spite your face.
Yeah, and that's that mantra of the progressive socialists. But people keep voting for these people. Arthur, what do you do?
You got to give them credit, and because they're coming out to vote. Because I think people, maybe more centrists, as I consider myself a Joe Piscopo centrist.
Yeah.
Maybe I vote. I know you vote, but I think a lot of people just, it doesn't matter. What's my one vote going to do?
Yeah.
It does a lot, folks.
That's right.
I mean, your one vote and his one vote and her one vote. And I know you're probably disappointed that Hillary announced she's not running for president. I know.
That's the best.
I know you're probably heartbroken. And am I allowed to ask you a question?
Yeah, please.
In your career, did you ever meet Michael Jackson?
You know I never have. And I'll tell you how close I came. Malibu, 1984, shooting Johnny Dangerously. Eddie is at the house. He comes over, and then he goes, I'm going on my way. Listen, this Al like this. I'm going. Michael Jackson's having a party up the road. Now I can say, hey, Ed, can I go with you? I never infringed like that. Eddie went up the road, and that was as close as I got, but I never did. And why would you? Why do you?
Well, if you were under 18, you're probably better off.
Stop! Oh, my God.
I thought Michael called him.
Not wild.
Hi, Joe. Would you come to my party?
No,
I mean, there's that HBO documentary that had this
right.
weekend. Guttulo, you want to fill us in?
I didn't watch it because two kids are now suing the Neverland estate.
It seems like, I don't know. And the family is saying that they're just asking for money.
Correct.
But HBO did a whole
I know.
special.
What do you think about that as a lawyer?
I would like to think.
And look what happened to R. Kelly. Nobody would have gone after R. Kelly. All of a sudden, it's on Showtime. There's a series of the women that have been allegedly assaulted by R. Kelly, and this is how you go after somebody.
This is the world we live in. Like, in other words, the media is controlling the narrative in such a powerful way. Everyone's so afraid of being
Let's
soft.
put it this way: business must be good, Arthur.
Business is okay. I mean, business is okay, but it's.
I'm laughing.
I used to go up against the prosecutors. Now I'm going up against the media. Although we had a nice victory yesterday, we won a civil case for 50 Cent. You know who 50 Cent is?
You did? You did?
Yeah.
You
My law
represented
firm
him?
did. Yeah.
Good
My
for
law
you.
firm did.
Congratulations.
Imran
Yeah.
and company. I mean, you don't play a lot of 50 Cent as the bumper music. I had no idea what a superstar that guy is, but I walked down the street with him, and he is a super,
good guy too.
I met
him.
Nice, very charming young man.
Hey, Arthur,
probably understood every third word he said. There's a lot of street stuff going on, but and I told him straight up, I go, Fitty, no offense. I go, I'm a Sinatra guy. I like Frank. Frank. He wouldn't call him the old man.
I like that conversation of Fitty, and I like Frank.
Yeah.
It's so true. Arthur, let's go. Before we let you go, Nadler taking upon himself the House Judiciary Committee going after 80 people. Michael Cohen, a convicted liar, on the stand. How do you muddle through that? How does the president muddle through all this?
Well, you are a little older than I am. I don't know if you're this old, but this is what happened with the McCarthy hearings?
Well, I wasn't. It was I.
You're
I don't.
a kid.
I was a baby, but I remember more so Nixon. But Nixon did something wrong.
Right.
I'm still waiting to see what the president's done wrong.
And kind of what Nixon did wrong by today's standards is.
Yeah. It's child's play, man.
Right. So. That's what I mean. It's scary. Why are the Democrats doing this? Because they're upset that they lost. And just so we're clear, if it was a if Hillary won, and this is what the Republicans were doing, I'd be equally as annoyed.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm an American. I'm a patriotic American.
Great American.
I want whoever the president of the United States is to do the best they can at what they're doing.
You going to Italy with us? Come on.
Well,
thinking about it, aren't you?
I know that I heard this morning that Morano's girlfriend can't come. Longtime companion, fiance. Are we going fiance?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we've jumped from longtime companion
to
future
fiance.
wife.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
now we're going future wife.
Well,
yeah. So
is Al bringing any of his girlfriends?
No, we're all going.
No, I mean,
I'm not going.
Al's got to man the board.
No,
but me and Frank and Steve Perillo in Italy. Come on.
I'm happy to hear your decision that you're going solo.
Yeah, don't you think?
Yeah, no, 100%.
I'm giving myself to the people. To the people.
To the people and to whoever else you might meet over there.
You know, hey, Frankie, you ever notice every time Arthur comes in, it's the only guy in all of the guests that we have that grace these airwaves, you're the only guy that Al doesn't do this with his finger and twirl up and say, come on, we got to wrap
I don't
it
see
up.
him doing that with
Never when
Arthur's
Arthur's here does he give me the finger
finger
twirl.
Do we have a guest at 40?
No, we have Mike Gallagher coming up.
At 50. So we have plenty of time here.
See, look at this. If this isn't, look at that. He loves you, man.
Listen, we go to concerts together. We do the bond. We do the sports bonding. We do the music
Joe puts
bonding.
together a dinner for me to come, to celebrate my cancer. And did he show up? No.
What date was that? What date was that?
May 6th, I believe, 2017.
Oh, a shout out to Michael's of Brooklyn. My parents went there. I think it was Sunday. My mother and Michael was there. My mother was like, Arthur, they treated us like royalty.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't do enough for us. The food was great. The place was packed.
You know what, Arthur? Your parents are
She
royalty.
said she was going to try that crab avocado thing that I get. Did she end up getting that?
I didn't really go over the menu. I'm sure if you call her,
I'm sure I won't have to.
I'm sure if you call,
I won't have to.
There'll be a message today. Hi, Frank. It's Mary and Aidala. You don't have to call me back. But I did try the crab avocado. And I'm so glad he was excellent.
Oh, we love you, Marianne. Arthur, we love you too,
I just
man.
want to. I know you're going solo, but if Carol gives a couple of hints, like,
oh no, we're out of time.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been to Italy, and io parlo italiano, and she speaks Italian.
She's going already.
No,
she's going with.
I got bumped.
She's going too.
I got bumped by Andrea Bocelli.
Andrea.
Wow.
Bocelli.
I got bumped. I go like
bump.
that. Carol's sitting there.
It's
We're
a good bump.
talking about Carol, and I go, Carol, if there was an opening, and because I'm so sensitive. Hey, you want to go to Italy? I can't. She goes like this. Oh, you're going to Italy, really? I'm going in June with Andrea Bocelli. That means private plane. That means being picked up. We're going on.
But there's
me
no
and Frankie.
Steve Perillo. But you
you're
can't,
right.
You
You're
can't
right.
discount you. Do you know how that guy has the country wired up, Steve?
Steve
Perillo?
does. He does.
I mean, the Pope is going to come out and give you the tour of the Sistine Chapel.
With Steve, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And
so listen, there's a window of opportunity, but right now I'd like to give myself to the people. Nothing. I'm going to go by myself.
So no matter what the New York Post is writing about the.
Did you see that, man?
I see it. My mother called me at 6 a.m. Is this true? Is he going to get married again? She goes, well, at least she's not of childbearing age.
Oh!
I mean, it's always possible.
Arthur, I love you, man.
Got a lot of cats.
I love you. 842, the great, the one, the only Arthur Aidala. Thank you, my friend. God bless you, and love to your family as well. Al